Though millions in federal funding to help stop flooding, that money is being earmarked for the Elm City.
Yes, specifically for an area that's been battered by storms over the years. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief MATTMCFARLAND is live with the mobile newsroom right now from New Haven's Long Wharf Drive with more on this. Matt?
Hi there, Mark. Well, right behind me, you've got New Haven Harbor, Long Island Sound. This is an area that's been hit hard when you talk about Sandy and Irene. Now, thanks to millions of dollars in federal funding, New Haven is looking at two plans that would not only protect and change this Long Wharf area, but also the downtown. When Superstorm Sandy hit, this is what New Haven's Long Wharf looked like. A walkway ripped up by the force of water.
The Long Wharf area has huge potential for development.
But as you can see, it's also vulnerable to storm surges and rising sea levels. Now, thanks to Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro, the Elm City is in line to get $160 million in federal funding for a coastal resiliency project, essentially protecting Long Wharf along with I-95 and New Haven's Union Station and rail yards from flooding. And according to the city engineer, there are three major parts.
One is a flood wall that goes along I-95 on the water side. The second is 5 gates that will close off the 3 underpasses to the highway at Brewery, Canal Dock, and Long Wharf Drive. And then at the 2 exits, the entrance and exit ramps onto Long Wharf Drive.
Don't worry, the view or the access to the shore isn't going away. The flood wall, which will run from 2 to 8 feet tall, depending on the location, will run alongside 95. And in addition to the wall and the gates, the plan calls for a large pump station as well.
You have the wall, you have the gates closed, water from stormwater, from rain will pile up behind that in the Long Wharf district and in the low-lying parts of downtown. So that pump station is necessary to drain the water that would accumulate behind the flood wall.
The city will also get $63 million to dredge and widen New Haven Harbor, meaning larger ships can come in and they won't have to wait for high tide or offload some of their supplies beforehand. And New Haven's mayor says the two projects can be a game changer, not only for protecting the Long Wharf area, but also expanding what's here.
It will activate the development opportunities, and people will be more likely to invest in that area because they know that it's not going to be washed out in 10 years.
So what's the timeline? Well, the city's engineer says it will take a couple of years for the Army's Corps of Engineers to come up with the design and the plans, and then it'll go out to bid. And the thought is construction will take 2 to 3 years. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. MATTMCFARLAND, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Matt, thank you very much.